working today, which are the star and straddle jump, slip leap, and shoulder stand mixed in with some work on our rolls. So first we're going to do some exercises to help us with our star jump, and then we're going to move on to more advanced exercises that are going to help with our straddle jump. So when we're doing our star jumps, we want to be nice and high off the floor in that star shape, but also keeping our legs nice and straight with our toes pointed. So our first exercise that we're going to do is rebound jumps on the floor, springing off our toes, so that when we're in the air, our toes are pointed and our legs are nice and straight. As you land each jump, make sure you bend your knees ready for the next one. We're going to do 30 seconds of this. Off we go. Now the next exercise we're going to do is very similar to that one, except when we jump, our legs are going to go out into that star jump position. So still remembering to point your toes, keeping your legs nice and straight, but this time they're going out before we land. We're going to do 30 seconds of that, off we go. So we're going to start with our heart crossed. As we jump off the out, our arms are going to go out just above horizontal. You should have the back of your hands facing away from you, and then we're going to land with our arms in front when we stick the landing. So our knees slightly bent like we did last week in front. Okay, we're going to do 5 of those, off we go. Now we're going to move on to our next jump, which is slightly more advanced, and that is straddle jump. So it's similar to star jump in the way that your legs are going out to the side, nice and split, except for a straddle jump you want them to come up in front of you. So your hips are slightly turning underneath, legs up in front of you, and you're trying to get them out as wide as possible. So the first exercise that we're going to do is box splits hold for 20 seconds, but before we do that we need to make sure that we've stretched out our inner thigh and adductor muscles. So we're first of all going to go bend one knee, and go to the side, holding our knee out, by opening up our hips, and we're just going to get this part of our leg nice and low to the floor. Okay, and we're going to do that 4 times on each side. If you can get onto your elbows, that's brilliant. If you can go down all the way, that's amazing. Nice straight knees. If you can go flat, then lay down flat with your arms up to the side. Great, now we've done our box splits, which is a static stretch where we're staying still. Now we're going to move on to some dynamic stretches where we stretch by moving our body. So the first one that we're going to do is standing side kicks, and you'll need a wall to put your hand on for this one. So we're going to put our hand on our wall, bring our outer leg slightly across the other foot, arm out in front, chest up tall. Then you're going to swing that leg out to the side and back across. And we're going to do that 5 times. Don't worry if you can't get your leg up too high, just as far as you can, but try not to let your chest lean over towards the wall. Try to keep your chest up straight and just let your leg do the movement. We're going to do 5 on that leg, and then we're going to turn around and do 5 on the other leg. Is laying down box kicks. We're going to lie down on our backs, feet up to the ceiling. You can either put your arms out to the side or hands behind your head, and we're just going to split our feet out to the side and towards the floor in box. Okay, we're going to do 10 of those. Off we go. Starting with our arms out in front of us. As we bend our knees, our arms go behind, and then when you jump off the floor, they're going to reach out to your toes. You want to try and get your legs up as quick as you can, like we did in our kicks, so that you can get them back down to finish with them tight together. Which is split leap. So in a split leap, we're looking to keep our chest up nice and straight, shoulders back, arms up to the side, and chin up. And then in the lower body, the aim is to hit that split all at once, rather than hitting one leg up and then dropping it as the other one comes up, a bit like a wave. You want to lift your front leg and then quickly get that back leg up to hit splits in the air. As well as that, we also want to keep our knees nice and straight and our toes pointed. So our first exercise is split lunges, and this is going to help us with our posture and our flexibility in our split leap. So we're going to place one foot behind us onto a chair or sofa, arms out to the side, chest up nice and tall, and this front leg is going to bend down so that you're in a split. Okay, keeping your back nice and straight, and then we're going to push that leg back up so it's straight again. Okay, we're going to go down and up 5 times, and then change and do 5 on the other leg. For our second exercise, we're going into the same position as before, except when you put your foot on the sofa, you're going to flex your foot instead of pointing. Okay, so I'll show you on the floor. So before we pointed, now we're going to flex. Okay, this is going to protect your ankles when we're jumping. So into our lunge, flex foot behind, arms out to the side, and what we're going to do is swing off this bottom leg and jump up. Okay, so squeezing that leg nice and straight, like that. If you wanted to really challenge yourself, you could try and jump this front leg up to horizontal whilst you're doing that. After that, we're going to do arabesque taps. So standing a little bit closer to the sofa this time, one foot behind, bending your front leg and arms out. You're just going to lift your back leg up and down while still keeping that nice posture. So we've got 3 exercises. We've got split lunges, split jump lunges, and arabesque taps. 5 on each leg of each of those. Off we go. So we use the shoulder stand loads on the floor. We can either do it by itself as part of the routine, or it's used quite a lot in our rolls. For example, when you come out of your handstand forward roll, you do a shoulder stand. As you go into a back roll up to handstand, you do shoulder stand. So there's lots of different ways we can use it. The first exercise that we're going to do is holding a shoulder stand for 20 seconds. So when we do a shoulder stand, you can either use your hands or your hips to hold your hips up, or if you feel more confident, you can put your arms down by your sides. Whichever you do, just make sure you're keeping your feet directly pointed to the ceiling. Okay, if you are going to use your hands, you're going to put your thumbs at the front and your fingers at the back.
You blow my mind. I don't know if you know yet. I've tried some time, and I'm dying to tell you. You blow my mind. I don't know if you know yet. I've realized, and I'm dying to tell you. You blow my mind.
Brilliant, so the next exercise that we're going to do is going to help us with our forward roll to straddle stand. So we're going to start in a shoulder stand with our arms up by our ears. As we come down, our legs go out into straddle, hands flat on the floor in the middle, and then you want to put your feet on the floor, quickly get your hips up in the air so that you can stand up. Okay, if you can't get all the way up into your feet, don't worry, just see if you can do a half lever, which is where you push your bottom off the floor. Okay, we're going to do 5 of those. Once you've got up to straddle, sit back down carefully and rock to shoulder stand again for the next one. So if you are able to get all the way up into your feet, then it should look like this. Okay, but if you can't do that, don't worry, just go as far up as you can and then repeat for the next one.
You blow my mind. I don't know if you know yet. I've tried some time, and I'm dying to tell you. You blow my mind. I don't know if you know yet. No, I've realized, and I'm dying to tell you. You blow my mind. I don't know if you know yet. I've tried some time, and I'm dying to tell you. You blow my mind.
Okay, so the last exercise that we're going to do is the exact same thing, but now coming out into a pike shape. So starting in shoulder stand, like we did before with arms up. As you come down, you're going to place your hands flat, just in front of your knees, round your back, and push down on the floor into a half lever. Or again, if you can, standing up on your feet, a little bit harder than pike. Okay, if you're going to try that, remember to keep your legs nice and straight and put your head down. So 5 of those, off we go. Amazing job, and we're finished. So really hope you guys have enjoyed those videos, and hopefully it won't be long till I see you back in the gym. Bye!
You blow my mind. I don't know if you know yet. I've tried to